It's Saturday evening. Oh, about 8:35 in the evening. Today is October 30th. Last day, no, excuse me, October 30th. Where am I? Today's October 1st. Had the day off of work today and been spending most of the day on the cab. Got me a light hooked up under the mini Tajma tent. And it's late, but whole bottom of the cab is covered in primer. This is just a temporary primer. I kind of did the foundation with the Krylon, and then I'm going to do the epoxy on top of that. It's got a fairly thick coat of Krylon on it, several coats actually, almost 3 cans, so it's not too thick, but just enough to keep everything from rusting again. And it's a lot easier to get in small areas with the can than it is with the big spray gun. Excuse me, like right here, it was a lot easier to get. And y'all may be wondering, you know, what the heck's going on here. Anyway, so I may have shown you guys that there was a lot of kind of rot like this, just lots of little tiny holes, and I really didn't feel like cutting out a whole patch just for little stuff like this. So y'all are probably going to call me crazy, but I use this thing called fiberfill, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it in here. Hardly. Let's see if I can get a light. There we go. Anyway, you can see it right here. This is a fiberfill, and I put it on both sides, and this stuff is hard as a rock. Sand's really nice and smooth, and you can put a layer of the body filler over that and sand that smooth. And down here, you can just barely see it. This is a little spot that I missed, but it's super smooth. And a couple more coats of paint over that, and you wouldn't even know that there's body filler there. The reason why you can see it so much here is I left it purposely super thick right here, because this is a common rot spot for these trucks. So I really built it thick, especially right here. Right in this area was a common rot spot, so I really left it nice and thick there. And besides, you're not going to notice it. Of course, you know and I know that it's going to be there, but once the cab's on, you won't see it. This side turned out a little better. A hair smoother. And, of course, the rot on this side wasn't so bad either. But, anyway, so the Krylon paint's on. A lot of this is dry. I did this section last weekend, and then this section during the week, and then just did this entire section all down here, blasted, sandblasted in between here this morning, and then cover coated that. I still need to take this little guy off here, and anyway, I guess I can turn the slide off. Here we go. Anyway, so yeah, here's a better example for you guys. I don't know why I did this, but anyway, this is the fiberfill. You can see, you can hardly see it on there, especially once it's sanded and you get it nice and smooth. This stuff is hard as a rock. Did a whole layer down here, mainly because the rot on this wasn't so bad. I really didn't want to have to do an entire rocker panel. You know, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you know, eventually it might get hard and brittle and break off. Well, that goes with basically any of your body fillers. But like I said, you know, I'm going to put a lot of primer on this truck. Like I said, for the bottom here, we're putting the Krylon, and then I'm going to do 4 coats of epoxy on top of that, and then 4 coats of single stage base Boulevard Black. So this here is just Krylon Black. I was just doing some testing to see, and it didn't come out too bad. Some of the primer oversprays there, but Krylon is definitely a rougher type of paint that doesn't come out quite as smooth, but it came out pretty good. So anyway, well, that's it, guys. I'm going to do one more coat and call it an evening. See ya.